Welcome back, everyone. On this first alert weather day, this is our view at the Dakota Magic Casino, and the parking lot has been filling up with travelers and truckers as just south of the casino here, I-29 is closed from the North Dakota, South Dakota border through Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and has been since last night. Impossible travel in some areas. As you just saw, roads are already starting to close. No travel advisories are in place. And in addition to the blizzard impacts, we are expecting and experiencing some life-threatening closure or cold. There is potential for some power disruptions as well. You want to make sure to stay informed right here on air and on your Valley News Live weather app as well. We are continuously providing updates there. Our blizzard warning, the area is highlighted in pink. This goes into effect here at 6 o'clock tonight. Winter weather advisories in place in the areas in purple there, and winter storm warnings surrounding for much of Minnesota into Wisconsin and parts of western South Dakota. Here's what it looks like right now. That snow, as we saw on the sky cam, pushing up towards the North Dakota, South Dakota border. We're still dry here in Fargo, though the radar is hinting at potentially a couple of flakes, not quite making it to the ground yet. What we're watching is these dark blue bands. That's where the snow is heaviest and has been here for a couple of hours from Sioux Falls up through Minneapolis. That's expected to be one of the hardest hit areas. Let's turn our attention to our cold temperatures. This black line here is the 0 degree line. So we're above 0 to the right side of it. 3 degrees in Thief River and Roseau, 10 in Detroit Lakes, 6 below 0 in Hella, Grand Forks, and in Fargo, as well as in Jamestown, 9 below in Devil's Lake and in Langdon. But you factor in the wind, that is only increasing. Feels like 30s below from right in the central Red River Valley, including all of eastern North Dakota. Visibility due to the wind and blowing snow. So even though our snow hasn't really moved into our neck of the woods yet, we have plenty of fresh snow on the ground from the last couple of days that's being picked up and lofted by our gusty winds. So visibility is only 1.5 miles in Fargo and Jamestown, 1 mile visibility in Oaks, only around a 1/4 mile visibility in Aberdeen, South Dakota. All right, let's break down the timeline here. By 5 o'clock, we're going to start to see more of that snow inch along the North Dakota, South Dakota border up through about Alexandria. But then this evening, around and towards the dinner time hour, the snow really picks up and gets a move on from the south to the north. And combining with that wind, blizzard conditions are expected. Again, that blizzard warning goes into effect at 6 p.m. Here's a look at around 8 p.m. Snow from the I-94 corridor and points to the south, and it continues to lift up to the north through the overnight hours. So by the time you're tuning in tonight for Valley News Live at 10 for an update from Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, that snow will be more widespread, heavy at times where you see the darker blues. And what we'll be watching for later tonight is banding. Some bands of heavier snowfall like you see right here, those dark blues like we're currently seeing from Sioux Falls to Minneapolis. A couple of our higher resolution models are showing potential for some of that heavier snow banding close to the FM area. So we're going to be monitoring that very closely tonight and through the overnight hours. By tomorrow morning, snow will be continuing, gusty winds will be continuing, and it will be dangerously cold as well. That morning commute is going to be difficult, if not impossible, in places across the Southern Valley. The main area that we're watching for the heaviest snow is along and south of I-94 and US Highway 10. We've been stressing that corridor here for the last couple of days. Through the day, the snow is going to taper down and the wind will gradually taper down, but we'll still have some lingering impacts into the afternoon with blowing and drifting snow. In Fargo, expecting around 3 to 7 inches of accumulation, 6 to 12 in the darker blue, including portions of Otter Tail County. Much more snow points down to the south. For our day tomorrow in Fargo, snow will begin to taper off around noon, but we are going to be cold all day long. Let's take a look at your planning forecast. Mighty cold by Friday morning, still Saturday morning, but then we warm up a little bit. Watching a chance for some isolated mix Sunday night into Monday morning. And your extended planner shows temperatures remain a little bit more on the mild side.
Yeah, but definitely a lot to get through, especially just today.
Yes.
Snow is the name of the game. Mother Nature is not playing around.
Not this time, no.
No, Summer, thank you so much.